I'm live. Watch me put my eye boogers on live. Because that's what happens when you sleep with your contacts in. Um, oh my gosh. I'm more awake now than I was when I got home last night. Mm. Booger time. This eye has a lot of boogers. Okay. Okay. Mm. Mm-hmm. Who knew this many people were a part of that shit? Last night was kind of amazing, if you ask me. My breath is so hot. So, yeah. Mm. I don't have any viewers yet. I don't do things for viewers. I do things for principals. Principals, I suppose. It's a proposition. I suppose it's a proposal. Right? I suppose it's a proposal. That's my response to somebody telling me that they're gonna kill me. It might be the truth. No shit. Bitch, look at my fucking shit. They've been trying to for a while. So, let's talk about this targeted individual program. Because last night was so interesting. I wonder what it's like for other TIs. Is that why TI's name is TI? TIP, Targeted Individual Program. No, I can't hear the V2K because listen, I just woke up. That's what they do. Um, and it was confirmed by Lance the PI's motherfucking release of their handbook. And what happened is, I knew that. I know that it's part of it, but I didn't have any fucking I didn't have any proof. I can't. You can hear, okay. How'd I say it? Trying to get rid of these eye boogers. What up? Always. Oh my gosh, I have so many friends. New friends. You having a good day today? How about that? That's a question. I make statements as questions. I'm asking back. Are you having a good day? Um, I hope so. You woke up, right? Starts out good. I woke up. I woke up. It was a little hot, kind of funky a little bit. I don't know. I think I had the air conditioner on too cold. It was cold, but it was warm. You know what I'm saying? Like right now it says 79.7 degrees. I don't need that shit. So I turned it off, and now it's just my dehumidifier running. It's crazy. You gotta be so fucking aware of the temperature. Uh, Squeeze my eyeballs, squeeze the poops out of them. Look at that one. Look at my shirt. That's all eye booger. Just from waking up. So this eye irritation probably has something to do with mold. And wearing my contacts. I'm not supposed to wear them to sleep. Oh man. I can't just do it like that. I don't have gas like that. I came on to say that I woke up this morning and it's the first morning I didn't see any of those floaty cells in my pee pee, and it wasn't red. I want to go wash my face, but you know the water here got little things in it too. So I don't know what's to say for bet. I had to take a whole shower. Can you beep? You're not. I'm a post that one. That is implying that's potato nose, right? You trying to say that shit? You guys got funny fucking comments and shit. I'm not Haitian, but supposedly they like to do this shit to Haitians. I can't believe I just found out what the fuck this was. Um, it's that many people out there. I think, let me see, out of all the people that came out last night, I think there's one I will give an award for most dangerous. And what I mean by that is, well, two, because you had the motherfucker, as soon as I walked out of here, I thought I left some of my shit at home. I just left my alarm off, right? I didn't plug in one of the devices, but I have the cameras. So I was watching the cameras. I thought I left my phone inside, and I turned around like I was going to walk back in and go inside. Like 2 steps behind me was somebody who was like real adamant about getting close to me. Bitch, do you not know what black mold is? That's stupid. You're playing with your own. I hope you took a shower as soon as you got home. Um, don't do that. God. There's that guy, the guy walking behind me as soon as I walked out the house. And so I turned around, I double back, did a double back. It's Wednesday. You never fucking know. It was Wednesday. And then I took my mask off. And I think that the mask off is what fucked all you guys up. Because you guys are supposed to get, you guys are, if you're using my cameras and shit to get a video of me when I leave my house, if you're, everything's detrimental. Living in LA is detrimental to your health. If you are trying to get a, like my photo going out from my own cameras, that's a funny thing to do. Here, let me see if I could turn on my motherfucking light. I don't think so, because I got the box that's turned off. Turn on Miss Jackson. Are you gonna work? Are you on airplane mode or something? It should work. It don't want to. Let me see. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on. My light is Miss Jackson because she's sorry. Nope, 40 is not even plugged in. Okay. I got Miss Jackson and 40. Give me a second. Oh, we got flashy lights. You see my flashy lights? Fuck. Hold on. I should go wash my face. You might be right. You might be right about me needing to go wash my face. I need to do this dish right here. This dish right here. It's 2 cups, my coffee cup and my drinking cup. Yeah. I gotta do my coffee cup and my drinking cup. And hopefully they come and get another voice file today or something, because they gotta take like pictures of my apartment or something for the shit they gotta do. I'm gonna be displaced even more. Like, I'm fine, you know? It would be nice if my apartment got taken care of like I was a normal fucking citizen, but since they like to have me be poor and black, it's whatever. Right? It really is whatever. Hold on. Are you plugged in? So now we're killing mold sporinas. Right, this is okay. So what I just did, I turned on my UV lights, and what the UV lights do is when I have my air conditioner on, it creates a negative pressure in my apartment, because that one better turn on. No, you're not gonna turn on. You're not gonna turn on for me. I guess it's too much movement in the bathroom, in the hallway, in the bathroom. I don't know. The one in the bathroom doesn't want to turn on. That's the most important one. Shit. Um. So yeah, let me see. There we go. When it does a fast beep, it's telling you it's about to turn its ass on. Oh, but the fucking dehumidifier may be doing a motion on it. It's a motion party. You cannot get in. Can't even get in my own bathroom. Don Julio, don't drink. I'm not allowed to say that, huh? It's gonna give me a violation. We gotta figure out how to turn this other one on then. It's annoying. I guess they're still trying to make me mad or something. I don't know. Who has control over that? This one in the living room works. So I have these 2 UV lights, 2 of them. One's directly in front of the output for the fucking air conditioner. And then one's in the bathroom where the most dangerous negative pressure hole is. Because that's the one that goes up into the building. And that's what's keeping my shit clean. So what the UV light does, if I haven't explained it before, I'm pretty sure I have. But for those of you who are new, the UV light catches the mold sporinas before they become an issue. So, give me a second. I gotta help my cat get to her hammy. Kitty cat wanna, yeah, I see you wanna go to your hammy. Got something in your way. I don't know. I want to put it in the whole attic space. The little, not attic space, but fucking. The one in... Nope. Try again. There we go. There we go. I think they're going to get them both on at once. It's the same remote control that works for both of them. Now they're synced up. Now we're going. No, the one in the bathroom's not going to go on. But there's that one. That's probably why my face started peeling. All the bacteria on my face came off. You're not actually supposed to sit in front of it. Whatever. We're all going to die. Hold on a second. This motherfucker. So I don't know if somebody is able to play with those, but they try. So one of the things that happens is the stalker peoples, they try to piss you off in the morning. So they'll do little shit like make sure your shit don't work. Now try again. So I'm not beeping my nose, but I'm beeping my UV thing. Nope, bathroom one's not going to work again still. What's the issue? I don't care about the one that's next to me. I would rather that one not even work. Do I gotta switch the light out? Change it. Its direction. It works with the fucking thing. I already know. Nope, we don't want to. I guess I'll just make my fucking coffee then. Shit. You know, when things don't go your way, you just fucking find something else to do. Fuck. That's what a lot of you guys should do. As far as like the ones that's harassing me. So right now we're in my kitchen. I'm gonna wash this dish I didn't wash last night after I had a delicious dinner. I need to take my trash out. What y'all go do is gonna be a whole bunch of V2K in a few minutes when I try to go take my trash out, because that's what they do. Thing smelled like a dish rag. Yep, it's the sink. Whole sink smelled like a dirty dish rag. It's, I guess because I was talking about how Japanese people don't use sponges and shit, so they made my sink smell like a dirty sponge. It's whatever. It's not my sponge. I know it's not my dish. It ain't my sponge. So, is that supposed to be irritating? No, that's just the building being nasty. That's why they hydrojet everybody else's shit except for mine. Thanks, North Hollywood Hydrojet. Because they want the mold to look like it's coming from my apartment. They're dying so bad for me to look like the motherfucking mold spore. They got an invoice. I wonder if they had to pay him or if he just came out here on his own. Because what fucked them up with the real MK Ultra was the accounting receipts. They had to pay somebody, you know? There's a whole track record of this shit. I'm in accounting, I know. So, all I gotta do is wash my dishes and then spray this shit down with some vinegar. Let's talk about it. The reason I'm in the confidential informant program, why? Because it is MK Ultra. It is MK Ultra, and I don't know if they're doing it under the guise of trying to make people think that they're doing good. They're doing good things for people and shit. But I work in an accounting department, right? I don't do accounting necessarily, but I still have to work with numbers. It's billing, legal billing, if you want to know what I do. I know a lot of you guys have searched my LinkedIn. I'm doing the same thing I've been doing for 23 years. Ain't no motherfucking... While it says I got a jewelry company, I have not made jewelry in decades. Why you guys be all up in people's business and shit, you know? So here goes my fucking sink that smells like a dirty sponge. And the health department said they're gonna have somebody come out. They got a second fine, motherfucker, bitch. Thank you, health department. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. They got a second notice to comply. We're gonna make breakfast today since somebody wanna make sure my fucking UV light don't go on. Somebody or whatever universe, spirits, that beast, that get your ass up and make breakfast. You must be hungry, you know? After all that walking last night, shit. So I hope you guys are also making breakfast for yourself too, because one of the things that keeps you alive is supplying yourself with nutrients. So you gotta report back to the fucking fusion center what I'm eating for breakfast, right? Yeah, let me see. We're gonna do a real live, what do call it? Well, real live motherfucking. It's like the announcers do for baseball, how they tell you play by play. I'm gonna give you play by play for the Game Stalkers. She's using the kitchen sink. And then so this how it goes all day. Somebody has to fucking pay attention to every single fucking thing that I do all motherfucking day. Isn't that crazy? Whose crazy ass put me in this fucking program, nosy ass? Motherfucker. I must be something special. Right? Must be. Must be something special. Like, imagine, maybe it's like a jealousy that you weren't selected as a targeted individual. I hope they put your ass in this program when you can't get a picture of me. When they say, like, I don't wish it on anybody, but motherfucker, fuck you. If you wanted to do this shit to me, let it happen to you. Let it happen to you, motherfucker. So, cognitive behavior fucking training ass shit. No, bitch. So what I'm Fusion Center, I'm washing out the lid to my coffee container now. And I know better than use the glass spoon. I know better than to use the glass spoon. Yeah, my sink smell like all fucking kind of shit. And you don't put bleach on it because bleach doesn't really kill it. Bleach gonna kill surface mold. This shit's rooted on this plastic pipes. They changed my pipes. I used to have copper pipes. I don't think there's anything wrong with the copper pipes. But they came here. Maybe this building's 100 years old. But they had some plumbers come in here, take all the fucking copper pipes out, like the motherfucking tweaker crackheads they are. And they probably sold that shit because, you know, copper. And then now I got plastic pipes, and I think over time the mold's able to root into the motherfucking plastic pipes. So when you wonder if people are paying attention, they are. Right? It's just like the same people who take the gold about the TV. Nothing wrong with recycling a TV, but like Samsung and shit, why do your TVs go bad? I got a Sony TV for 20-something years. I ain't never seen that shit go bad. I remember in New Jersey when I was a little kid, that's one of the reasons my parents got divorced, because my daddy went out. My daddy went out and he paid, I think it was like $3,000 or something for a big screen TV. And my mama didn't like that. Mama said, no fucking way, boy. And she decided she didn't want to be with him no more. Right. Maybe it is my sponge. I got an old sponge here. I don't throw that one. It's not a sponge. I use polyester mesh rag to wash my dishes so it air dries real quick. So I'll take it back. You know how let me throw this little thing out right here and see if that makes the smell go away. If not, fuck you for not cleaning out my motherfucking sink. You know? If not, because I remember, I don't have to blame everybody for shit, but I smelled this rag. I'll put my face up on it. It might be my rag. I might have to offer an apology. You just be apologizing left and right. So let me take care of my trash. So full right now. I gotta take the trash. I don't got no roaches though, at least. Trash full, no roach. Gotta take the trash out today. Speaking of roach, let's talk about the last roach I heard about on the motherfucking TVs. Okay, listen, Law Roach. Okay, go ahead, Zendaya's fucking whatchamacallit, stylist. You can tell he's admiring his work. He got a really nice job, really nice position. He made a really nice deal, scored up, whatever, however you want to say it, talented, whatever. What a lucky guy. Girl, whatever. I don't know what you want to be. He got long hair. What do you want to be, Law Roach? You or they? I don't know. I want to make sure. I fucking don't like these pronoun shit. You're a human. Whatever. Do you carry a purse? Then I'll call you a bitch. But yeah, I like that. I like that. I like how you look like you really like doing your job. You look like one of those people who really does their motherfucking job. And it's the best thing to see. So if you don't know who Law Roach is, I don't know where you got that name from, but I like it. I like everything. Use one of my hands down. You remind me. Do you get your hair done by Eldred? Do you know EJ? Who does your hair, Law Roach? Because I went to school with Eldred. And Eldred done motherfucking fuck everybody's shit up. You know, in the goodest way. Eldred came into school and you would not have expected him to progress in the manner that he did. Right? You just think people's regular. No, he went to school and in that same year he went out of school and he was a whole new motherfucking celebrity stylist. So, you can manifest whatever it is that you want. You know what I'm saying? Eldred is the next motherfucker What's his name? The guy that's in Beverly Hills that got the fucking that shit. Um, like really, I haven't seen his work in a minute, but I'm so thankful that I was able to go to Marinello schools with Eldred. Um, right, I went to school also with a girl named Markima. You don't know how fucking talented. I guess if you're black, you know, but there's a lot of people out there who don't know how people come in and start shit and then how they end up and finish it, and they just like gain skills and talent and they don't let anything anybody has to say stop them. I know people. I'm so thankful and so blessed to have been put in the presence of motherfucking winners. um that's it, that's all. Maybe shit, she was trying to tell me about this motherfucking targeted individual program before. She was telling me for a while she was on like an alkaline diet. I think it was alkaline because I do a lot of, my diet is mostly acidic, but alkaline I think it'll get you fucked up. No, that's probably why she quit. uh Alkaline is not killing the fucking bacteria and shit. Is that what it is? I can't remember. I can't remember that conversation completely. But it's just like people who do things to care for their body. It doesn't matter what anybody says and it don't matter what it do. At least they had the thought to care about their body in a manner that best suits them. So it's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. Going to Marinello was one of the motherfucking best experiences of my life. And I got it for free. Because I guess you guys been following me around forever. And you have fraudsters come in there. Oh, there was my morning fart. Whoever was looking for it. We're going to clean up yesterday's mess. That's from my toaster oven. I use parchment paper. Parchment paper, not motherfucking aluminum foil. Because parchment paper, not aluminum foil, because I like the idea of paper just better than foil. Oh, I gotta throw this sponge out while I'm at it. Hold on. Let me see if that makes the stink go away. It better. First, I'm washing off my good sponge with the soapies. And I didn't put bleach in my soap. That's why it stinks this time, I think. Hold on. That's what happens if you don't put bleach in your soap. That shit starts stinking. Okay. Two things at once. I don't even want to touch the stinky sponge. So, because if it stinks that bad, you know it got bacteria on it. Good God. Stinky ass sponge. Get stinky outside. Okay. So I really gotta take the trash out today because I can't put no more in it. It's a little 20-gallon, I think, motherfucking trash bin. And, yeah. And I don't got roaches. At least not for now. I didn't see any today. Shit. They're not hanging out right now. Shit. But they might come if I don't take that trash out. And that's what the point of V2K in the morning. And I think, here, what do I... That's not a good breakfast, but I'll eat it. Oh, see, my alarm went off. I got turkey sausage patties. And I'm something. Should I make I want to make a bacon too. I got turkey sausage patties. Ain't that something? we're gonna start those on low. I don't even know. I think I'm supposed to stall them out first. Whatever. Sink already smell better. It was my sponge. I apologize, North Hollywood Hydro Jet. Let me not talk shit about you. But why you didn't do my shit? Did you do my shit? Right? It smelled like stink ass sponge. It was my own sponge. I could put this thing back in there now. I was trying to see what's the stinky thing coming from my kitchen. My sponge. That's how important it is to fucking make sure your shit's right. Let me go turn this alarm on. The alarm is on my fridge. I got an alarm on my fridge because as a targeted individual, people come in and motherfucking try to fuck with your shit. So everything that opens got a motherfucking alarm on it. Pretty much. Is my goddamn toaster oven and the oven door. So, at least I'll know. I got a log. If I think or suspect something funny, I could go and check the log. Because as long as the power to the fridge on, the motherfucking alarm should go off. I don't even know if they're on the same circuit, so it might go off even if the fridge is not on. But that's one of the things you have to do. Isn't it crazy? Oh, motherfucker. You should see. You should see what it's like to be a target. Make your coffee, girl. Make your coffee, girl. That's why you came in here. Make your coffee, girl. Oh, my sausages is turning. Sausages turn over. Make your coffee, girl. And I gotta make water. So what I mean by make water is I have a water distiller. Motherfucker, throw that shit away. So, as a targeted individual, one of the things, that's how I think my mom knows about this shit. Because my mom's the one who made me get the thing. She's like, here. Because I told her, I like distilled water. I don't really like no fucking shit in my water. And the reason I think she knows about this is because she's the one who's like, here, get this. So that keeps me from really going fucking crazy thinking about people coming in my apartment and fucking with my shit. I remember in the beginning of this shit, going to a 7-Eleven in, it's like Hollywood, not East Hollywood anymore. Oh my gosh, that sponge smells so nasty. It's so much better without it in the kitchen. That sponge made the whole apartment stink. Can you imagine? Bacteria on one little tiny ass sponge make your whole apartment smell. Bacteria on one tiny ass sponge make your whole apartment stink like shit. Everybody right now, go change your sponge. Because that's the first part of a dirty ass kitchen. Every time I walk in here, I'm like, what is that? What is that? Not realize. I thought I cleaned that sponge, but that was the old sponge I used. What did I use that to clean? I cleaned out something probably nasty with it. Horses in the hallway. Let's look at my fridge cultures. You want to see them? I'll show you. Here. How do I do this? Huh? We're gonna look at my fridge cultures because I want you to see here. Can you see? Hold on. Is that good enough? Can I lean this up there? Fucking shit. I guess right here. I'll lean it right here. I'll lean this right here. Okay. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? This is my kitchen. This is fridge mold. That's the mold from on top of the fridge. Not so bad, right? Because other people's shit gets like dark and black and nasty really quick. This is, I think I should have put the date on it, motherfucker. It's whatever day I picked it up. This is the sugar, powdered sugar I found that I labeled Gabriel's foot, and I later had to come back on and apologize because he didn't do that. I did it. But this one is black mold. I think this is the black moldy because it's changing colors, just not as quickly as the one that's been on top of the fridge. This is from a candle. It's a candle wick, and this is the first swab I took. I can't tell you what else that is. Oh, this is from, I want to say this is from the top of my motherfucking dehumidifier. So that it would be the same kind of mold, I think, from the fridge if you want to see on that side. So, and then this, surprising as fuck, okay? Let me tell you. So they come in and they do clean the carpet, and I guess that it probably is vinegar. This the carpet, and maybe I just didn't do the sample correctly. I didn't take a swab. I just did like a puff type of test. So if I took a swab, it might be worse. So walking through the hallway, this makes me feel better about walking through the hallway. It's not as dirty as it looks. It's not as dirty as it looks. So mold is coming from up in my apartment. But I can't say it was the sort. There's more mold now, more mold spores. Probably because my windows is closed and I gotta move shit around. But I will say that it's more dangerous to be in my closed apartment than it is to walk in the hallway. But that's crazy, you know? You're doing a good job cleaning, Crystal. But my apartment's not the one that smells like shit cockadookie. You don't got black shit coming out the carpet. Well, now you do because people standing there like sprinkling shit in the hallway every time they gotta come through here. Trying to make me look like I'm the dirty one. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So we're making coffee next. I gotta what they need to do, maybe they are doing the UV. Oh, I gotta do the UV in my kitchen again. That's why the shit's like this. One little wild ass mold spore will fuck your whole day up. So just using my kitchen is paper towel dust. Paper towel dust is probably some of the most dangerous. That's the spore cup count that has the most. The top of the refrigerator, I clean it, I put the thing up there, and then I just proceed to go about my day as normal, pulling paper towels like I need to, as I need to. And the paper towel fucking dusty shit is the worst. So, here we go. Here we go. I got an email from the health department, right, saying that they got another citation for not coming to fix my shit. Right, that's crazy. The whole thing said they wait till the last minute. You came in here on the 6th. On the 6th, you could have motherfucking done all that shit. On the 6th, let's talk to Drake. On the 6th of the month, but you wanted to wait because you was really trying to evict me and make it look like it's my fault and shit. Or you trying to have me just go, and I'm not. On the 6th of the month, right? Uh, like I don't have help to do none of this shit. I got to do this all myself. So you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it. You're gonna relocate me. It's not my shit. My shit was not like this before you. But apparently, like I have a workplace previous employer who gave every single motherfucking employee an air purifier. I don't know if it's just because I'm stinky or if they knew. Right? It's the possibility that it's because I'm not stinky though. That's the whole thing. That was the V2K the other day, or maybe it was just a conversation they had because sometimes I get remote viewing and V2K mixed up. Like I think sometimes they have conversations that they don't want me to hear. Oh, we're gonna do the risk it all water. This water been sitting here for a couple days in the distiller. Is it growing anything? I don't know. I'm about to cook it though. Right? We're gonna risk it all the water. Because what the fuck? Make sure there's no roaches in the pot. Hey. And then I poured it. It don't look like anything floating. All those little bubbles went away. It does have some floaties in it. But you know what? It's going to go through a filter anyway. Cook that shit. Right? Like, how the fuck else? Imagine I didn't know that the paper towel dust is mold and I'm just going to eat it. So, whatever. We just pretend we don't know. Ignorance is bliss, bitch. A lot of people don't know, you know. I'm so thankful that I do. Right? Because if I didn't know, I would have been making the situation worser and worser and worser. Right now, it's just making it a little bit worse with a lot of measures used to try to control that shit. Um, but vinegar like a motherfucker. So, targeted individuals, unite. When you fucking start sensing shit be funny and be off, um, don't lose your cool. Look them in the eye, bitch. Don't don't let them fucking stare you out of your fucking mental abilities. And because that's stupid as fuck. So one of the things, right? I don't know if mold cooks off food. I know like most poisons, like, oh look at that, oh look at that. What was that? We had a floater. That was a moldy floater, I think. One of the. It's already been 49 minutes. You already been with me 49 minutes. Shit, I better make my coffee. God damn. Everybody. So, I can't say it's a toxic black mold because um, it's not black. The one that's making the moldy shit, it's not black. The one that's making the moldy shit is you can't even see it. It's white. Like if you were to have a coffee filter, if it's just the spirulina, you can't tell. This right here, is dust on there? That is not dust. That's fucking mold spores. That's not dust. That's mold spores. So if humidity were to rise, that's going to turn into mold. So every day you're eating a little bit of mold. Right? It don't matter. I could clean this right now, and then in 2 days it's gonna be the same way. If I don't want to get it wet right now, if I get it wet, then I really gotta clean it. Um, right? And the Department of Health told me not to clean shit. They said, you want to fucking have the most fucking mold and shit, you know? But I found out. So here's a couple things. They don't do testing. The Department of Health is not going to do testing. They're going to say, that shit looks like mold. That's why I have the Petri dish cultures. Motherfucker, that's mold. It don't just look like it. It is. Because when you come in, it's going to just look like, oh, this bitch filthy. She need to dust. No, you told me to leave that there because how else am I supposed to prove mold? It's not going to turn into mold unless the humidity rises. But I'm trying to tell you right now, I got these Petri dish shampoos in which the humidity has risen, and that's motherfucking mold, guaranteed. So, that's what I mean. A lot of people don't know. They're just like, oh, why does it keep getting so dusty in here? Because you got mold. Right? So you can't say it's because I'm dirty, because if it was because I'm dirty, I wouldn't have noticed the abnormal motherfucking dust. My fan, I recently cleaned out the fan in the kitchen. You can still see a little bit of black on the upper fan blades. I guess I didn't clean those out as well. But the fan that I have in my kitchen is mold. So I haven't been running this fan because this fan's pushing mold. Pushing M. I'm pushing M. I'm pushing M. I just turned my sausages off. I don't know if they're already pre-cooked. I just heated them up from being cold, I think. Amy Lou, thanks for the sausage. It's amazing I can smell anything over how hot my breath is. It really is. I'm laughing. I think that's just funny because somebody else did it to me. Right. My choice not to use motherfucking toothpaste, but I think that's what's saving my life. I would like to talk to a scientist, a real scientist, somebody with certifications and degrees and shit, to see. Here, let's fix my motherfucking situation right here. This is my soap. I'm going to put bleach in it. I'm going to use the generic ass motherfucking awesome bleach from the motherfucking whatever center. That might be too much even. And then because I see it dusty on here, so you know what I'm gonna do? Like this. I don't know what's worse, pulling off a paper towel or just leaving the dust. Because paper towels have proven to be motherfucking part of the problem. So that's vinegar. This is just straight up vinegar. And then before I put something dirty back, because it's easy, nice and smooth, easy to clean, and I'm not going to wash it, I'm going to take the dust off of it because why you want your shit being dusty? I don't. So who's a dirty bitch? Your ass is if you got fucking dust all over your shit. I don't know if you can see. That just came off of dust that settled on my bleach bottle. I can't say I do this very often because I just let this sit there until I need to refill the soap, but I definitely clean my bottles off. So, I do. It's like, no you don't. I do. The other bottles don't need it. They're spray bottles of cleaners that I don't use. So if I have, you want to see? Because somebody want to be like, you don't? Here, I'll show you. We'll clean it, I guess, while we're at it. I've not used this in forever. It's got dust on it. But because I don't use it, out of sight, out of mind. But we'll clean it since we're in there in the cleaning mood. right? This the CLR. You don't need all this shit. Steam cleaner. You need a steam cleaner, right? More shit. You let that get wet, mold. You let these spores, you move this bottle around, let it, that shit fly around your apartment, more mold. Okay, so that's one. This is the worst one. I picked the worst one out of all of them, so you can see. I have not used this pretty much since I moved in. Can't tell you the last time I should use this to get at the ring on my toilet. Because that's what that is. It's a calcium lime rust deposit. So, who's dirty? This is my soap. I don't know if I'm a fan of the new soap I got. I usually get Dawn, but since times is rough, I'm gonna use this one. And we refill the soap. Soapy in the hallway. This is concentrated soap. And then a little bit of distilled water. This distilled water. This is one of my oldest bottles of distilled water. I pulled it out the back because we're about to refill all of them. V2K is trying to discourage me or make me otherwise angry, and I'm not listening. They're on the and we type of stocky stock. So whatever script they have for today, I think it's new people. I always think it's new people because everybody got tired. Everybody that used to do this shit to me is gone now. Except for the one guy right across from me. And maybe, I don't know what his thing is, but I do notice that the funny timing is there. Nope, it's still stinky. Barely stinky. Maybe it's that sponge. So don't get too excited. Sink's still stinky. So I just washed off the soap bottle. You just saw me do a little baby kitchen refresh while I make my coffee, bitch. Try not to spill shit and piss myself off. Right. Because everybody thought I had an anger management issue because my friends from high school, when I asked what my roller derby name should be, they said, Mad Dog, go ahead with Mad Dog. Mad Dog helps portray narrative that I got an anger problem, right? Maybe I did back then. Maybe I was angry because I knew they was fucking with me. Right? That would cause someone to be angry, no? Like, imagine people just playing around with you because they want to make you emotional. When have you seen me emotional? You see me get emotional over my dog, right? I don't know how many videos I have on here where I get emotional. Most of the time I'm just talking about like facts and shit. The biggest, most important part of this all is being able to admit when you're wrong. Like, if you make accusations against somebody and that's all you do is accuse and accuse and accuse and accuse, you gotta be able to admit when you're wrong. And, shit. Oh, so remote viewing just said, whoever it is, I think it's the upstairs, maybe, I don't know, somebody close nearby is talking back to the Fusion Center, telling them about how I know. And she knows this motherfucking whatever. I told you guys, say hi to Brian for me. Um, distilling water. And the swish right now was just to clean out any settled dust. I am not in an effort to not fuck around with the dust in here too much and find out. We're gonna make water today right now too. Because they didn't let the UV light fucking work. You wanna walk around in the bathroom while I'm trying to get the UV light to work? Whatever. Whatever. I don't know if somebody was. I'm just saying. I've used it with the dehumidifier running before, so I don't think it's the dehumidifier fan that's causing the motion. I think somebody around it just has to stand like this and do like this to make it so it won't start. I don't know if it could sense through walls. But for whatever reason, now I got breakfast and I'm making water, making sure my life's better every day. Right? Instead of being a victim, we're going to improve our life. Oh, you want to see what the water machine looks like on the inside? This, bitch. Look at that. Oops, can you see it? So, that's the inside of the distiller machine. That's what you're drinking if you drink tap water. Isn't that the nastiest thing ever? So, everybody got to get one of these machines. Everybody in Los Angeles, really. You got to get it because your pipes are not clean. Unless you just built your shit and it's your own house and you own it, your pipes are not clean. So now I got to put the saran wrap on here to keep any fucking floaties for intercepting my water flow for the day. We put the saran wrap around the lid and we pray. We pray that that's enough to keep the motherfucking mold out the fresh batch of gallon of water I'm about to make. I got my little sausages ready. I hope they're fully cooked. They are. They're fully cooked already. I gotta wash this out now. We're gonna put a little bit of syrup on it. See how I'm real particular about what I put on the counters and shit? Because I have knowledge of what I put on the counters. And I think the tops of containers, like this jar, is cleaner than my counter. I gotta clean my counter, duh. But just the fact that it's a counter and it sits here all day and dust sets on it, right? This I moved around. I know I cleaned this probably more recently than the last time I cleaned the counter. Should clean my counter, whatever, shut the fuck up. Clean the counters every day, okay. But if the dust's gonna settle again, why? So anyways, there's that. I'm gonna put my syrup on there. Surreptitiously. That. Oh, there goes the alarm again. This is my syrup. Bottle's a little sticky. Clean that off. Ew, sticky bottle. Oh my gosh. So, I had, back before I knew what this was, I had a bottle of syrup that grew mold in it. And maple syrup, when it's in its pure form, it still says to refrigerate that shit, but um, maple syrup, and this was years ago. This was when this shit first started. A maple syrup in its pure form doesn't have a high concentration of water in it. So, it's really not supposed to. Look, 100% pure maple syrup. There's no water in here. So, it's really not supposed to grow mold. It's just, think about a tree dripping syrup. That shit don't have mold in it. That's Little House on the Prairie shit. That's something you should be able. It's like honey. It should always be good. But it says to refrigerate it, I guess, because they have knowledge. Let me go turn the alarm on. Good. I'll show you how I do it too. This is just to show you, like, this is what I use to turn the alarm off. You shake it. It's really cool. Akara shit. In order to prepare for work, I gotta unplug all my fucking shit. I gotta unplug. So as I get ready for work, I start unplugging my anything connected to Ethernet that's not a motherfucking Reolink 24/7 camera. Oh, I shouldn't tell you guys what kind I have. God damn. Everybody got motherfucking shit, you know? But the more anonymous it is, the you guys got to try harder, you know? And previously, before I knew how fucked I was, I used to have 2 different Ethernet systems to keep my camera separate from any computer use I had to do. But now I don't have money for that. So I just had to go with the one. Right? I have to go with the one that any reasonable person would use. Because I don't have the ability to be so special as to not have people all up in my shit. All up in my shit. So, what was I doing right now? Oh, this one. We're gonna do super foodage, right? If you guys are hungry and you want some superfoods, come eat with me. Here, I put these on the diatomaceous earth because I think it's less likely for it to become a moldy problem. This is powder, not powder sugar. This is cacao. I'm gonna do one and like kind of like a half of that one. And then extra sugars. Because I don't know. This is my sugar allotment for the week. I'll usually fill it up, and that's all the sugar I can have for the week. Since I don't drink soda, I make my own soda, and this is what I use. I'll use 2 tablespoons and some lemon juice. There's that. My coffee's almost done. I can actually, right here, AeroPress. If you've never seen an AeroPress, and what should I call it? AeroPress come out with their shit in motherfucking colors now. They got a purple one I want so bad, but I can't justify spending $32 when there's nothing wrong with mine. And this is one thing that's not gonna fucking break. So that's stupid. I gotta find like another location. I gotta have, in order to have 2 of them. We're gonna do a light soap. Don't leave it too long. Don't leave it too long. Those is on top of the trash can right now because the trash can is full. Trash can full, got my coffee. Oh, hurry up and cover this bitch up so you don't get motherfucking mold spores in your coffee. Oh, I want to actually pour a little bit in there. Okay. Immediately cover the coffee. Oh, and in this coffee, I'm going to put my cacao mix too. So this is a bigger cup. This one will get 2 scoops of sugar. Two scoop base of sugar. And then also probably 3-4 scoops of this one. I think 3 is good. 3 is good because I gotta order more and I don't know when I'm gonna order it. There goes. There goes. That's pure cacao. Well, cacao and I mixed it with sugar. So that's a cacao sugar mix already. And then we just do like this. Because we don't use spoons in our mason jars anymore. And then you gotta empty this out, otherwise this will grow mold. So I gotta open the fucking trash can for this one. 2 full. Shit. Bitch gotta take the trash out. God damn, I can't even throw the coffee in there. Bitch gotta take the trash out. Motherfucker. You got another trash bag though. I already started another trash bag. Hold on. Because supposedly everybody else in here got roaches. And it's kind of amazing how I could keep a whole trash bag and I don't got no bugs running through here. Supposedly, oh my gosh, B2K on the everybody, every time, everything. Everybody get a life. So there. Emptied out the coffee so that this is just going to dry on its own. And since I have the time while I'm in here, we're going to scrub this bitch down too. So that we don't have no fucking nasty shit. Right? It's easiest to do it when it's still fucking hot and wet and before it gets all crusty, you know? And we just did all the dishes that we just used on the TV live. So you know I don't have nothing in my sink. My sponge is clean. I just use bleach. Right? I can clean that out a little more. More soap. More soap. You didn't get it right the first time. More soap. Maybe I don't like this soap. But whatever. I got a whole bunch of it to use. Okay, now I'm going to do a cold rinse because I don't want to put my hand under burning water. And then put this upside down on the stove so that it's not collecting sporiness. Right? Because who wants to eat mold? Now once my sponge feels like I got all the soap out of it, uh, I'm going to spray down this other side of my sink just in case something got over there. And then we're going to come in with the vinegar because I think I like doing that. It's stainless steel, you know? So this, make sure there's no food on top of my sink. Gotta wash that out again. I don't know what the neurological thing is for, like, what is the result of hearing everyone, everybody, every day. But that's what manufactured schizophrenia is. B2K. Because I don't actually hear that. I hear the V2K. Cleaning the floor because I spilled a little coffee. Clean that shit up. And then use your second trash bag. And then I tie this one off because my trash can has a lid. So I try to keep the same thing with the trash bag. Keep that shit closed. Nobody wants motherfucking bugs. And then we're going to use a half and half. Alarm's going to go off again. I got my fridge taped shut. We got half and half for the hallway. And that's just the first coffee. What's for lunch? I think I'm going to have a burgers for lunch. Every time somebody do something to me, I just don't care. Go on about your business, you know? So we're cleaning up the little coffee spill right here. Oh, turn the alarm off. Where's my safety thing? Where'd I put that thing? Shit. I already put it back. Okay. So now I don't gotta blame anybody for anything because I had a good morning. And we're gonna try to make that thing in the bathroom work again or see if they want me to have an even better day. Hold on. Once I start work, the V2K will usually stop, right? It goes on throughout the day, but it's not in the same. Everyone, because they think I'm going to go outside or something. They're tasked with annoying me before I eat, before I do anything, really. And it's identical to the shit motherfucking Lance the Pie said. So that's how you know it's not a bunch of people out there that's just all of a sudden fucking schizophrenic. I wonder how many people not fucked up, because it's not their fault, but how many people let the system eat them up? Do you know how many lawsuits they're going to have if people really realize and find out what the fuck happened to them? So we're going to be on a dark screen for the rest of the time because I'm getting ready to start work. Might start a little early and shit. Yeah. My kitty look happy. Happy in her hammy. Oh, you know what I didn't make? We won't start work yet. We'll talk a little. I still got an hour. 2 hours, really, but who knows? An hour before I really got to do something. We're still going to keep the screen on dark because it's all kinds of angles I don't want to be sharing. Like up my nose and shit. So this one say 51%. Confirmed. And I would rather not be 51%. So I turn on dry. That's second dehumidifier. It's been so much. When I don't write in my journal, that's because so much shit happened. It's just too much to even care about writing. And that's what they do. That's what the intention of B2K and all that shit is to overload you so that you don't write about the shit that they fucking do to you. I don't care if you do it worse or more. I'm still going to write about that shit, motherfucker. Because if I don't write about it, then you guys get to put me in a mental institution against my will. I don't care if writing about it makes me sound or look crazy. Because now I got a fucking document that corresponds with everything I've been writing about for 6 motherfucking years. So, what a fucked up game you played. And that's because you didn't want my fucking UV thing to work. Right? Let's see if it works this time. Let's see. And then I want to show you what it sounds like when somebody walks by it. It's not going to let it go. It's not going to let it work. So, try back there. Because this is not a human. There we go. Now it's going to work. Right, there we go. Now, because I created a negative pressure by turning on the dehumidifier, I got the fucking UV light going in the bathroom to counteract that fucking mold spore hole that's in my ceiling that I posted on a different video. That's why Drake has to come and fix this. Do you want a video feed? Somebody on there want to watch me? Fusion Center, you want to see what I'm doing right now? Here, I'll show you. I'll show you. Imagine leaning in and how much that benefits you versus fucking going against. So look. I'm leaning in. I'm leaning in because you guys want to see about every part of my life, everything. The amount of motherfucking crazy shit that goes into this, right? When you find out that somebody has to report every single fucking thing you do, they try to make it so you don't do shit because they get tired of reporting that shit. So some of the reasons why some of the shit has happened to me, I used to have these crazy ass lights in my window, right? And they are tasked with reporting every time the light turns on or off. I think that made a lot of people move out. Because in my bathroom, if I do like this, well, my whole apartment. Yup. I unplugged the bathroom, so the bathroom's not doing it right now. But you gotta report every time I turn the light on and off or the light change colors, right? Oh, what a fucked up day you had, huh? Now it's just one color. And then now it's just light. So oftentimes, sometimes it might be the battery. And this is where it goes into like, they fuck with shit, but they try to set it up so you self-sabotage. So like they'll do a DNS attack on that thing, but sometimes the battery's just low. So I'm just letting you know, this is the life of a targeted individual, and if you lean in, it's way better than if you go against it. So don't do no fucked up illegal shit. If this was somebody trying to keep me from doing illegal shit, you didn't have to. I don't. Maybe I would have if I didn't realize you guys was following my ass around. But so recently, let's talk about some shit that happened in the news recently. The cop that talked about the motherfucking that did the recordings and talked about the motherfuckers who was trying to make him go crazy, you know, the racist remarks and all that shit. They changed his fucking sentence. I wonder why. That like whatever they put, they changed it. So now he'll be all right as long as he doesn't break any laws for the next year, including jaywalking. Sounds like he about to be in a TI program. Isn't that funny? I got a letter from the district attorney because I've been trying to get somebody to do something about this shit. And they told me, go report it to local law enforcement. I don't know if you saw last night, but law enforcement was having a block party because they was trying to get a view of me so that their officers could get paid. It was like 3 cop cars and I think a staged accident or something. And then that fire truck, fire ambulance, the amber lamps. I think that's the amber lamps that Kendrick Lamar was talking about. Call it amber lamps. Maybe not them in particular, but one of the parts of the here, let me turn that shit on so I could read it to you. While I burn sage to burn out all these fucking fucktards. Because it's a real organization out there that's like, we're going to fuck them up and they're not even going to know what hit them. Bitch, I was a GATE student. Right. And then let's do my OCD. We're going to do OCD with me on camera. OCD on the Camry. Oh, and another thing I want to ask really quick for companies out there, for anybody who's watching or cares to give a shit, can we stop making this rubber coating right here? Because if you're a targeted individual, look at that. That's dust, that's mold dust. If I put this on a petri dish, it's going to turn to mold. Can we stop doing that? I just want smooth products. It's okay. Make it tough enough so if I drop it, it don't break. But I just want I farted again. You nasty. But I don't, that shit's hard to clean. So I would like it if we could get to products that don't have that little rubber sticky shit. And then over time, depending on what cleaning products you use on it, it's going to deteriorate. It's going to get nastier. And for that to be a product that costs as much. Oh, look at this. I might need to change the batteries. Let's see if changing the batteries helps this out. Because either somebody's pumping my apartment full of some crazy ass VOC shit. I don't have anything new in here that's off gassing. Let me look around. Newest thing I have in here is the microscope, and it was safe up until a couple days. This started happening just a couple days ago, where this shit gets this high. So I think this is having trouble. Either somebody's accessing it or it's just not giving out correct readings. So new batteries. And with the new batteries, because I got them, I got a whole bunch of these. With the new batteries, it should work fine. Or you guys just gonna cost me fucking $10, $10, $10, $10, nickel and dime. Thankfully, these batteries don't cost too much. And we just replaced the batteries in our humidity meter. This has been a lifesaver, I think.
Normalinka confirmed.
This takes away a lot of the paranoia when it works right. Right now it says it's 61% humidity. I don't believe that. So they may still be controlling it. I could check because, oh, they want me to turn on the fucking iPad. Here you go, dumb fuckers. Because they get paid also to check my emails. So if they get me to turn this on, and I think if I go straight to whatever app it is that they like bet on or say I'm going to use, they get paid. So right now they think I'm going to go to the Akara app to fix that shit. I'm not. So if you bet on the Akara app, I'm going to go to the calculator first and shit. You know what I'm saying? So right here, if that's what you're guessing on, I'm going to go what? Here, let's look at LinkedIn or something. Didn't guess that, did you? And I didn't want to open it. So look, now we're on the calculator because I said I was going to go there because I'm a person of what I said I do. Close that shit, close that shit. Close that shit, close that shit, close that shit. I got one more thing I want to show you because I think that's what's going to happen right now unless they get smart and fucking stop fucking with my shit. Nope. Oh, they did. We're on 5G right now. But if you look, it said 5G, right? At random times in the day, that shit's going to change to LTE. This a 5G device, bitch. It should always be 5G. We're in Los Angeles. I'm in the middle of motherfucking Los Angeles. It should never, ever, ever, ever. I want to make it so it cannot go to LTE because LTE is a spoof cell phone site. That's the MZ. Talk about targeted and talk about motherfuckers don't know. I'm letting you know. So that's why we had such a fun walk last night because you guys are no match for me. Normalinka confirmed. It's 48% now. Batteries is fresh. It's 66 ppb. Here, I'll show you the difference changing the batteries makes. So, I don't know if they like... But that's the thing. This thing... I'll show you something else. Now I'm going to go to the Akara site for these dumb fuckers to play around like they think they're playing around. Change my shit back to home. Why does it say that one's offline? That one shouldn't be offline. I just put new batteries in that bitch. So they took the camera offline or something? What's the deal with that? Do I gotta put that one back online? My front camera, which was working just fine, is turned off for whatever reason. But so let's check on it. Because I just replaced the batteries yesterday, and I know it worked because the alarm went off. The battery is low and is about to run out. Replace them immediately. Maybe I guess I use old batteries or whatever. So we might have to hardwire that bitch again. But it's okay because that's not the only camera. That's why I got 2 on the front door, bitch. So, just in case you're wondering, both those cameras work. They just made the battery die. I guess they got mad I put the battery in. Maybe I put some batteries in backwards, whatever. I have a thing. I'm going to put it back on the hardwire since you guys are so fucking dumb. That's all you do. You want to see me walk in and out my door, or are you trying to fucking piss me off? I'm not going to get mad because I know you guys control everything. Right? So, listen to how this sounds. In the beginning of this, listen while I do my pen shit, okay? So, first off, I'm going to airplane mode this bitch because you guys are not getting credit or whatever it is for fucking around with me. Oh, what I came on here to show you is batteries. I want to show you, because each of my devices, it has a battery monitor. And that's how I know. That's how I know it's not the batteries, right? It'll tell you. It tells you. Where is it? It's on my profile, I think. It's a battery monitor that tells me which devices gotta get their batteries replaced and shit. The only things that's offline is the stuff that I used to have at my mom's house. So I don't need to update that one. What they say? Consumable overview. I have 2 that say insufficient. Let's see what they are. No, I still got 20% battery in the camera. I don't know why it's not working. And then my curtain. So here's the only ones. If you want to see how I know you guys is fucking with me, here's the only ones that got issues with the battery. So what I want to do, I'm curious to see if you guys is fucking with this thing. We're going to put the old batteries back in this bitch. Because if you guys fucking with it, it doesn't matter, and I'm gonna stop wasting batteries. Normal link confirmed. So it said normal link confirmed. I put in old batteries. That's what it said. Go do the funny shit again. But watch on here. This is just to prove to you that it's not fucking schizophrenia, and it's not like this bitch is stupid or whatever. Those 2 are not connected. That's fine. Everything else battery is fucking full. Window battery full. Window full battery. TVOC air monitor. I'm gonna click on it. It says so. That's what that thing is. A TVOC air monitor. So they're fucking with my shit. Or somebody's really pumping nasty shit. This 100%. Battery 100%. Still, and that's the old ass fucking battery. Somebody's fucking with that shit. Stop fucking with my shit. Stop fucking with my shit. So I'm going to put the new batteries back in just in case it makes it. Here, let me refresh this before I get all conclusion-y and shit. Because you never know. You never know, right? I always give everything the benefit of the doubt. That's why you can't make me mad, because I got too many motherfucking things to track this shit. Normal link confirmed. It still says 7,000 ppb. 6,000 ppb is going lower. So it's crazy. I don't know what you're doing to control the ppb on this, because normally 7,000 ppb, you're going to smell that shit. 7,000 ppb, you're going to say somebody's using glue or somebody's spray painting. I don't know how, you might not. There's some stuff, like if you get a new piece of furniture, it's going to go up, but not to 7,000. That's 7,000 is open liquid paint. Open liquid motherfucking paint thinner. 8,000, 9,000, somebody's spray painting. Somebody's using adhesive glue that's a solvent. That's what 8,000, 6,000, 5,000. So keep playing with my shit. I just restarted it. Hold on. If it's your intention to waste my time, I have plenty of time. I'm not even done with my coffee yet. We have so many segments to do. We got to do autism pens, OCD pens, you know. So now we're back on. It tell me air quality poor. So I know that you can't see that shit. How do I show you? How do I do that? How do I make it so you can see it? There you go. It say air quality poor. It's called Wella. You know why I named it Wella? Because when I worked at Lewis, Brisbois, Biscard, and Smith, they said, we're trying to hack Wella out of here, bitch. You guys are going to jail. We're trying to hack Wella out of here. I understand Spanish. Wella, Olier. O-U, it's not spelled J-U-E-L-A. Maybe it is, but Olier actually comes from to smell. I paid attention in Spanish even though I was sleeping. So now we're back at consumables. And if it was the battery in this bitch, it would say it. It would say it. I want you to focus. If it was the battery, it would say it. If it was the battery, it would say it. Stop hacking my shit. And then I want to show you what it looks like when the battery is dead. This is what it looks like when the battery is dead. So, not mad about the doorbell camera. Either somebody's been watching it, monitoring it, playing with it, or I put dead batteries in there. So that's what it looks like when the battery's dead. It accurately reads the motherfucking battery shit. So I find it very hard to believe that I'm at 2,000 ppb, even when ppb in my apartment is usually closer to 3,000. You're trying to make me look dirty, bitch. It's no 2,000. This doesn't even pick up mold spores. This doesn't make me paranoid about mold spores in my apartment for nothing. This does not read mold sporage. Okay, so now we put the fresh batteries in. And maybe just because the batteries it has more energy. Those are old batteries. Those actually lasted, I think, longer even than what I was expecting. So fuck you, and fuck you very nicely. And I'll still reuse them. I have a multimeter, bitch. I'm going to test the fucking battery on this. My grandfather was an electrician in the motherfucking military. He had a machine that was the multimeter of all time. Probably could have fucking sold that shit and made millions. But he didn't. Because we don't care about money. And you know what you did? You made me put another fucking cube in the game. Because I got an old cube. I used to throw this bitch because I got angry. But if you want to know, the fresh batteries made it so this is what this shit does. So right now, yeah, it's not even 60 something percent. It's going to go down. That's say 55. It's going to go down. It's not 55% humidity. Because, oh, what I want to say, Allie Carter, right? That's another lady who's talking about exposing all you guys. I don't know if we're related, but I want to talk about who my grandfather's adopted parents were. Mick Carters. I don't know their first names. I got it somewhere. I got the paperwork, but they were, it was attorney. He was an attorney. That's how far back this shit goes. He was an attorney who adopted my grandfather into his home as a handyman. Listed on the whatever census, 19 whatever fucking early ass year census. It shows that my grandfather was a handyman for the Mick Carter family, and I believe they had a son and a daughter. And they took him in and made him part of their family. I think they were mob related. Similar to how that cocaine ring just went down in wherever, Pennsylvania, where we used to live over by there, New Jersey. And I remember I never got to go skiing when I was younger, but my brother and sister did because they were older. They used to go to the Poconos to go skiing. I never got to go skiing. That's why when I came to California, I wanted to go snowboarding once I was able to take myself. But what was I just going to show you? So I replaced the batteries. Batteries is cool. Things doing what it does. At least the fucking humidity is right there. We're going to go to my humidity page. Was that what I was on right now? I have a whole page right here. Show you humidity across my whole apartment. 46. What does that say? 45, 41, 49. And then in the different areas, we got, what's that? Wella is the living room, so that's 49%. That's where I'm at right now. In my cat's crate, I have one right above her crate, I believe, unless I moved it. I think I still have it up there. Right where my cat's at to make sure she's not mold sporening is 41%. I got humidity azul is in the bathroom. That's 45%. So we're cool everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. So you're not going to make me angry. There's one more that's not showing right now. Oh, my kitchen. Here, let me reset the kitchen one. I think kitchen was hooked up to the fucking, the one I just unplugged. So I'll plug that back in for now. And just try not to forget to unplug that shit. Oh, and that's what it sounds like when somebody moves around. So I wonder how they're able to make that thing not work. Are they hitting it with the weapons of like energy weapons? They're hitting that shit. That's what it sounds like when somebody walks by it. And now it can't stop because it thinks somebody's still standing next to it. And now it's turned itself off. So that is detrimental to my environment. That's motherfuckers trying to kill me with mold. I wonder what kind of shit they use to fuck my shit up. That's not even connected to the internet or anything. It won't start though. So there we go. If anybody out there is like real into science or whatever, oh my gosh, there's so many comments I didn't even see them here. I was stuck because I guess I got stuck on the people talking about very detrimental. Hi from Kentucky. Hi Kentucky. Very detrimental to your health. What's very detrimental? Everything's detrimental to your health. What else do we got here? Asian woman. Correct. That's why I'm black and Asian, so it's a double hate crime, bitch. I gave you a good morning fart, Jake, in the kitchen. I don't know if you were here for it, but I gave it to you. Go wash your face. You hop right on YouTube. I do hop right on YouTube because I took a shower last night as soon as I got home from my long walk. So I'm okay. My face is clean. Don't worry about me. You want to see how clean it is? We can see really quick. If you want to see, I'll show you. I'll show you. Oh, and we got something else new. Look. More stuff to show you. What does that say, bitch? That say LTE. You know what that means? MZ scanner. Turning this bitch off. Get out of here, fucking spies. And then it's over for you. You're not playing with me anymore. It's all proof. I got all the proof I need to fucking have a nice life. There's no false accusations when you fucking know exactly what the fuck is up. And then my dad would say, all this curse words I'm using is a feeble mind trying to express itself forcefully. You know what was in New Jersey? The school for feeble-mindedness. So, feeble mind trying to express itself forcefully, but I'm a gay student. So, I want to show you what my face looks like under the black light. How do I show you? Here. Let's try like that. Just to take off this bright ass fucking light. I gotta try again, I guess. Sometimes when I plug in the other internets, this one acts up. So this one I'm not gonna blame on you because I do know sometimes there are occasions in which this shit does what it wants. I'm gonna make sure I didn't break anything right there. That was my microscopic slide. So we're gonna restart this one because there's like parent groups and child groups within my security system. So depending on which order one gets plugged in, one's gonna take over. Shit spilled on my couch. Okay. Yeah, that's not that bad because this is pretty water resistant. It's pretty good. I don't think I sprayed it with anything. It's just upholstery material that I used to make a couch cover. I made my couch covers too. So I don't get mad about that shit. I made it. Can't get mad. So look at my face. Here, let's get closer. I don't know if you can see. But this is for the person who wanted to tell me to wash my face. Before, when I used to do this, I'm trying to find a spot where you can even see it. Before, when I used to do this shit would show up like orange and red. Right? And that's bacteria. So what I noticed is the UV light is on this side of me, right? It's right here. This is a different UV light. Different UV light. UVC. I want to say this UVA. What does that say? Hold on. I can't see what it says. But I love this thing. It got a little ruler on the side. Really handy. If I want to pretend like I'm one of these stupid bitches, motherfucking, where to go? Is it that one? Is it this one? That's the black light. Where is it? You have a long press, double press, and a long press. Long press, long press, long press. So you got this thing. I don't know if this is a good, maybe I should post this on YouTube. Not YouTube, on Amazon. This thing, I don't know how much I paid for it. Within the 20 bucks or something, less than 20 bucks. 10 bucks. How do I get back there? Shit. There it is. I can pretend I'm a cop. Love that for you, don't you? There you go. Right, isn't this the coolest thing? Double press it, turn on the lights. Long pressing, that's a green light. It all depends on what you need light for. If you got to look at something like that, you know, the clip on it, this is very handy. Now it's lighting on this side like that. You can stand it. It's got a magnet. Motherfucker, if you don't got a dope ass flashlight, what are you doing? This is an everyday carry flashlight, bitch. Everyday carry, because you never know when you're going to need it. And I don't know if it will serve as a USB port. Let me see really quick. Oopsie, I just broke it. Hold on. Most flashlights are waterproof, but I don't think this one is because I just popped this button off like that. It's sealed. It's got a certain IP rating. What does that say? Ain't no waterproof though. Most flashlights are waterproof so that you could take them. Let's go through the rest of my comments really quick. So many places. Very detrimental. Is that eye contacts? It is. Legal billing, correct. That's what I do. What did you mean legal billing? Like Medicaid billing? No. Listen to that. I'm not trying to make fun of you, but I just want you to listen to what you're writing. Like read it. Medicaid. What is legal about Medicaid? Nothing, right? Okay. So just like, I don't know in life if, because sometimes I do that too. I'll ask shit and I don't realize what it is that I ask, but no, not Medicaid. Legal billing. I work for law firms. 23 years of working for motherfucking lawyers. Just like my great-grandfather was. A motherfucking lawyer. Call it my great-grandfather. He adopted my grandpa, so he's my great-grandfather. You said, trust me, lady, you don't know what a COINTELPRO gang stalking is. Imagine being in court every month for 9 years. That's your case. It's different for everybody. Imagine for 20 years being human trafficked. Yeah, attacked by police 9 times. It sounds like you got it really bad. Do you talk and speak out against them? Because that's what I had some officers try to do that shit to me when I complained to them. I complained to one police officer, Rex Winkle, about Officer Rex Winkle about someone in my building using a signal jammer. That's very illegal, but apparently signal jammers fall under FCC. And while Rex Winkle's ears perked up because he knew I was onto something, immediately he tried to escalate the situation into which it would be one where he put me in the back of his car. Like, he tried to make me angry, kind of like how V2K tries to make you angry or show that you're angry. I don't know who told you I was angry. I'm not angry. So I let him carry on about his day. It was 2 officers that day. Rex Winkle, I believe, is the Hispanic looking one. I may be stating it wrong, so hold on. Let me, because I don't want to misspeak. There was 2 officers on that thing. Rex Winkle and another one. The white officer, he was not fucking targeting. He was not harassing. White officer was like, damn. And then as soon as I walked away, I heard the one officer who was trying to escalate the situation, right? Trying to make me the problem, because I'm nonviolent. Borax kills 99% of them. Correct. That's what's so crazy. Everybody's out here buying all this fucking Tide shit. Tide shit. It's not about Tide. Get you some motherfucking borax and spread that shit all over the place. Right? Borax. It's funny how long we've had these solutions to shit. And what do you say? So let them watch. Correct. Of course I let them watch. I let them watch because it's not worth my time. Never been to Kentucky. Got bug, we keep touch. Okay. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's you gotta go or something. You got a bug, we keep touch. Is that like Kentucky speak? I don't know. But nice talking to you. For me, in my instance, I am not trying to make my situation worse per se. I'm trying to get justice. And if this program is designed as a form of motherfucking policing, this is a civil rights violation and they need to end it. This is a civil rights violation on every single motherfucking level and they need to end it. Because what it is just a bunch of dumbass kids and criminals playing around with people they think are stupid enough to not fucking figure this shit out. And then they get fucked up when we're not stupid. It's a bunch of dummies who thought I was a dummy. That's the funniest part. I can't make this stay in a place where I could charge it too, so I gotta hold it. The funniest part to me is a lot of the people harassing me think that I'm a dummy. And then I've been talking about, you guys need to go take an IQ test. The last IQ test I took under stress, I got 121. I think it was 121. So if your IQ is not 121, you're just fucking yourself up every time you try to fuck with me. The shit that you do, the harassment, that's the reason they got you here, is because they're playing you like a fiddle. You're the criminal. What's a good angle? You're the criminal. Does that work? Can you see? Can you see? You're the criminal, and this shit's never gonna work on me. So go take that IQ test. I highly suggest, if you want to play this game, you take that IQ test, and it's gonna determine how successful you are. If you're an idiot, no, it's not. You're not gonna get your payment. You're not gonna get your voice file. You're not gonna get any of that shit if you're stupid. If you didn't get paid, you should take an IQ test. I'm hoping one person got paid. Can I say his name? If I say their name, then they get in trouble, or I get in trouble, or I don't know. But it's one person in the neighborhood who got no teeth like me, right? He's missing his fucking front teeth. And out of everybody, that's the only person I enjoy talking to, really. As far as like out on the street and not knowing like the people who's around me doing funny shit. Because the fact that he can go around without any teeth and not be self-conscious about it, he doesn't feel the need to fucking fit into society's norms, it speaks volumes. I don't think of him, maybe, I don't know what he does as far as recreational stuff, but I don't consider it, because what I consider is talking to people one to one. And when you can connect with them and you can tell that they're not out of their mind, loopy fucking shit, right? Like, I think that he's more similar to me in a sense where he smokes weed. That's it. You know, I don't think that anybody out there, just because they don't have teeth, I'm not making the assumption that they're on fucking drugs. And that's where a lot of people got me fucked up too. A lot of people got me fucked up. I'm just a person who doesn't care about opinions. So my whole situation, Kentucky, my whole situation, let me tell you, I do know COINTELPRO because I moved into this apartment 11 years ago thinking I just had a normal ass fucking life, not even knowing I already been harassed for 10 years. Not even knowing for 10 years I've been harassed. They moved motherfucking meth addicts in here to make it look like it's me. They put them in an apartment, and then every time I would exit my door, they would have them open their door. So anybody near my apartment, because I have the window open, so circulation to because the building used to smell like hot fucking shit. Right now, it might smell like stinky breath, maybe musty, a little bit. I used to smoke a lot of weed. I don't smoke weed anymore, so that's the only thing you would ever smell coming out of my apartment. When I moved into this building, that's all I smelled. It was a Asian lady and a black man who were a couple. The black guy was a skateboarder, I want to say, and the lady was a nurse. And she ended up moving out of the building, and she had to get her boyfriend out the building. I don't know if she did what I did when I had to leave my apartment because my brother was living with me, but in order to get someone out of your apartment, sometimes you do have to move. So I got my brother out of my apartment by moving to a place off of Melrose. First I moved in, I think, with my sister. I might have got a roommate. I don't know. So much stuff happened. But in order to get my loafy, leechy ass brother out of from up under me, from, you know, and I say that with a grain of salt because there was a point in time where he took care of me. Right? And it wasn't out of like necessity. It was just like his apartment was closer to my job and he let me stay with him. So I don't want to say things that make me sound ungrateful. It's going to sound ungrateful anyway you put it, but he was dealing drugs at that apartment. And that's how I know, like, people who are part of the program, they get away with a lot of shit. So he got hit when he was dealing drugs. His apartment got raided. He's had a lot of apartments get raided. And his apartment got raided. Maybe he didn't know that his friends were fucking informants. He didn't, probably. And he was just going through this shit and getting his shit raided time after time after time. Maybe that's part of the setup to make it look like he doesn't know. I don't know. So he used to live off of Palms, and his shit got motherfucking raided. That makes me realize some of the relationships I have may have been this. Like, I was, like, I guess you could say dating a guy. Very respectful. But I think he was a meth addict. And one day he had to go and get tampons for me. And he did so without fucking any, like, objections, you know? Like he would do it for his mom or his sister. So I know he had good intentions. He also lived in Palms. That's how long there's a honeypot, right? That's how long this shit's been going on. That was Armin Shafrazian. I don't know if, oh man, see, now I feel bad because I'm like telling on people's addictions and shit. I don't need to do that, but if you know him, you probably knew, you know? Nice guy. I don't got nothing bad to say about him. The fact that he's respectful. Right? I think that people recover from drugs. They don't, if they're around people who do them, that's why they do them. It's not necessarily something that they want to actively be doing. So I don't think that that's being an addict or a former addict. I don't think that's an issue. It's when you do it and you get lost in the sauce and you can't tell which way's up. That's when it becomes a problem. So Please forgive me, Armin, if I'm sharing your secrets and you don't want nobody to know about that, but I think you were a nice guy. Armenian, Armin. And he used to drive me to work and shit, and and then I started to realize, like, these are people who were put into your life because they are spies on you. What else? Because you can't do this to me. I swear to you. Oh no, I put him in. So here's OCD. OCD. Look, first pen bouquet. First pen bouquet put together. I'm not gonna buy it, but they're not yet because it's too expensive. I think it's like $150. It's a purple one of these. These are not $150, but there's a purple one that's imported. You got to get it on Alibaba, and it's imported from, I want to say, China, Taiwan, one of them. I don't know if it's a knockoff. I don't think it's not for $150. I don't think it's a knockoff, but it's a purple Twisby pen. They got a purple one and a pink one. I would really like one of those. I could take one of these ones out because it's two of the same pens. And that would complete my Twisby motherfucking stub nib fountain pen collection. Those are all stub nib too, because that's just me. Stub nib, you want to know why? Stub nib so that I could write about you and have OCR read my handwriting. Because if I use a regular pen, my handwriting gets real messy. You can't read it so good. But with the stub nib pen, it forces me to take my time and make like block letters. So that's why I use stub nib pens. In case you were wondering, there's a method to everybody's motherfucking madness, boy. So that's why. Okay, so that's one. Yeah, don't come around me with no drug addictions because I'll tell on you. Trying to make me look like I do drugs and shit. I don't. Right? He never offered them to me. He never tried to have me buy them. He was just put in my presence. So there's that. And this invisible ink pen, well, mixed with invisible ink. So if I want to sign a check or something and make sure that it's bulletproof, this is a pen I would use to sign a check. You want to know what kind of pen? It's Kawaco. It's a Kawaco fucking Sport. This is a highlighter pen with a calligraphy nib on it. If you want to know, pens are special to me. This bitch got a wide ass fucking calligraphy nib on it so I can highlight all the shit I'm writing about you. This one's just a regular, I think it's a medium. Let me see. I can't see for shit. What does that say? Medium. Isn't it cute and pretty? There's still one more. It's a peach one I want to get, but I don't have enough spaces in my Apple. I can't get it. I filled up the Apple and that's it. I can't get that pen. At least not for now. Not until this situation changes or I go somewhere else. Pen collection filled up. This one really most fun. This pen here, I might put a calligraphy nib on it. That's what I can do, is change my nibs out. Still, I can still buy shit. This pen is filled with whiteness of the whale, invisible ink. So if you see me writing with this pen, I'm writing some, oh, it is a calligraphy nib. Look at that. Stub nib, calligraphy nib, whatever you want to call it. Bitch, I'm happy. I forgot I even got this one. I did pay extra for that. Woo! Makes it great. So this is Whiteness of the Whale by Noodlers. It's invisible ink. This is shit they released files on when they dropped 13 million files not too long ago. And they released like recipes for invisible ink. You don't need a recipe for invisible ink. You got a lemon? You got a lemon, bitch? You got a lemon in the oven? You squeeze lemon juice into motherfucking... You can put it on a fountain pen probably even. It's going to corrode your tip, but... Um, you use a lemon juice to write on a regular paper and then heat that shit up with an iron. You don't gotta spend $20 on a bottle of Noodlers. Noodlers though is not gonna wash off. So now we're gonna get to the other pens. Here, I'll tell you the method to the madness. These is two Twisby's regular ass fucking Eco Pen, Twisby Eco Pen. Stub nib this one, and this is a fine because that's the only tip they had available with this body style. I want to change this tip out. I might if you guys make me work some more overtime, because it's not in my budget to get it now. So I'll put this here as I continue loading. These two, I'm telling you all the inks that's in them too. This is I think it's a Korea, Colorverse Korea ink in it, and I can't remember exactly which one it is, but it's got glitter, glistening. This is a Noodlers, you can see that pink, permanent ink, Noodlers, blacklight, UV reactive. So my shit's gonna stay forever. If I write stories with that shit, it's not going anywhere. This is also another, I love invisible ink, and I don't even use it. This is invisible ink, but mixed with a shimmer. So you're going to see it barely faintly. This one you might be able to see. If you see me carry this pen, watch out. I got two more. Where are they? Invisible ink. This is Noodler's Blue Ghost with a 5-point medium. I made this custom grind stub nib. I made it by cutting the tip off and filing it. Also, custom grind stub nib Noodlers, but mixed with, what the fuck did I mix this one with? Something with shimmer, something blue and shimmery. I can't remember. So that, how many pens with bulletproof invisible ink? So if you're trying to do motherfucking my signature on some shit, you got to make sure you got the invisible inks in part of your fucking shit in the right mixture, because if you do forensics and you're trying to pass off a handwriting sample or something of mine, all my pens are special and I try not to use other people's pens. So you're not going to have documents that got fucking my shit on it. So these three that are in here already that I didn't talk to you about is standard. This carbon ink, so this is a permanent ink, and that's in the wrong place. This is just a purple standard platinum preppy. This is platinum preppy fine blue standard. Then I have, what are these? 2 and 3. Are these stub nib? So this one of them is a stub nib, I think, and one of them is not. 0.2 preppy. These might both be regular. That's a regular one. Let me see. Yeah, they're both. I didn't cut these. It's really fun to custom grind your own nibs. No, both of these are fine pens. This is for when I gotta write in small spaces. 2 and 3. If you gotta write in small spaces. I think I put this pen back in the wrong place, maybe. 2 and 3, and then I guess we'll put this pen here because it goes along with the short pen. This one of the most expensive stupid pens, but not really. Like, oh, hold on, let me tell you. It's a reusable pen. It's aluminum body reusable pen, and it's got like 10 tips, so it's not really the most expensive if you consider 12 tips, I think it is, divided by $50. So I got a whole set of microns in this one pen. If I carry around the rest of it, but I only use this one. I only need to use this one. And it's like a 1.0 with chaos, diamine chaos in it. Where are we at right here? Here we are at, oh, okay. Oh, that's the one that I fucked up. So this pen does not go here. Excuse me. I put it back over there. That's next to these. And you know what's funny? I have Pilot stock. I love Pilot. I don't really care for these pens for whatever reason. Kakunos. I think it's too fine. The ink, the pen, one of them is too fine. And maybe I would use the medium if I like used it. But these have just dried out. And I probably am going to do a UV gel cover on this and make them dropper fill, because I like carrying pens with thick old ink tanks. And if you dropper fill this bitch, look at how much ink you could put in there. These are all dropper fill. These are I don't use these as often as I want to because I have nicer pens. So this is a 0.5 and it's gonna go back in here. How am I gonna, I'm gonna move these over. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do it like this. We'll do carbon ink in the middle and then the 5 on the end because it's gonna go up. These are custom grind stub nib dropper fill. What is this? This is Endless Alchemy Candy C, Lamy Dark Lilac, and Tom Studio Stellar. So I have blue, black, and purple. That's the same as these ones, but these are standard ink. These are like loaner pens. If you ask me to use a pen, this is the pen I'm gonna hand you. Because you can't use my shit. But so they're same. This is only difference is carbon, permanent ink. So I might use this pen to sign a check. It's permanent ink. But blue, black, purple cartridge fill. This is a pen that's safe in your bag, relatively safe, because you don't got to worry if it busts open. It's not too bad damage. If these motherfuckers bust open in your bag, you're having a bad day. If one of these pens right here, that's why they got the little gasket on it. I got the gasket on it, and it has silicone grease around it so that the ink doesn't come out. These are my favorite, some of my favorite pens. So this is a regular, 2 sets of identical colors. This just doesn't have a purple cap, but 2 sets of identical colors. And maybe I should get another purple one so I can make that an actual purple pen. We'll think about it, but it's not going to be a 0.5. Hey, Platinum, can you make a 0.5 purple pen? Could you make me a 0.5 purple pen? I would love that. So I'll put those back. This the standard. This row of pens, right, for my OCD, if you want to understand how I know if something's missing or whatever. For my OCD, this is a row of standard pens that I don't often use. These are the pens that I would let somebody use. I'm not going to let you use these because if you bust this shit open, you're going to be mad. I'm going to be mad. We're all going to be mad. Right? Wherever you're at, the place that you're at, they're going to be mad. Pens could be dangerous too, you know? Now let's get into these bitches. These are some of my favorite pens too, and I probably want to get some more of them, but again, I don't need to spend money. I don't need extra, but these are the pens I use most often in my journal, and these. So if I was to go anywhere and have to pick a single pen, I could never pick one. I'm going out with 2 fists of pens. That's fucking OCD. And you guys are like, she's a criminal. No, you guys are perverts and you're harassing me because you want to look at all my cameras and you want to fucking jack off to my pictures and video streams and shit. And that's all you did. That's all. You just revealed yourself as motherfucking pervert ass pedophiles. So this is a 1.5 millimeter. I have 3 of these. One's red, one's like orange black, I believe, because I didn't clean it out before I put the orange in there. And then this is a lilac glistening-ish color. This is the one I use the most out of these. I actually got to refill that one soon. I'll refill them all because the 1.5 medium is like a stub nib, just barely bigger than my regular stub nib. These is my 3 bestest, what do you call it, parallel pens. Parallel pens will teach you patience. If you have no patience, get yourself a parallel pen and fucking try to write with it and see if you don't get pissed off. This one's like, you've probably seen these before if you know graffiti artists. I'll show you how big this motherfucker is. These are some of my favorites. This is a big old title pen. I call it title or a heading pen. See how thick that bitch is? That's thicker than a motherfucking Snicker. If you were talking about calligraphy, this is 6.0 millimeter pen. It make a real nice heading. So if I'm going to write a journal about you and I want you to see it as I'm writing it, right? Like if I'm sitting at Barnes & Noble and I feel that there's gang stalkers around me, I'm gonna put a title, one of these two. I'm gonna pick one of these two and make a big ass title. I may make a background with this, just like line, do the background and put the title with this pen. Either way, these is motherfucking ink dropper shit, and they're cartridge filled right now. But you could dropper fill them. That's quite a bit of room for a dropper fill, no? So this one, I actually have to refill this one. Oh my gosh, refilling pen time. It's dangerous when you got mold in your apartment. All your pens gonna be moldy. You got mold spores floating around and shit. So that's why we gotta make sure the UV lights work. I'm not refilling pen. I gotta put the UV light out while I'm refilling pens and shit. These some of my next favorite, because it's still a big enough title. This is a 3.8. It's still big enough. So my favorite pen stub nib is like 1.1. This is 3.8. It's still this like there's a heading title pen, whatever you call it. But that's to catch your attention. And then these two probably maybe second most used of the parallel pens. So if I just had to pick a couple parallel pens, I'd run out the house with these ones and all my fountain pens. All my fountain pens included. Oh man, the Quaco Sport's gonna get me killed because I gotta pull those out the fucking thing. Yeah, that's gonna take too long. I might have to find a better place to put those. Opens it up for some more pens. But like in an emergency, I'm gonna grab my Grampy's ashes and my fucking autistic pen collection that I just showed to you. And that's it. The fuck else I care about shit in here for? Oh, my flashlight maybe. Make sure it's charged up too. And that's it. This is stuff I gotta carry outside with me every day because my ass and my brain is like, don't go outside without it. You never know when you're gonna want to use it. And then I don't ever use it, and now my back hurts because I carried all this shit around with me all day. And so you guys getting rid of my shopping cart doesn't do anything except for make my back hurt. If that's what they wanted, right? They trying to make me look like I'm a fucking fraudster. Bitch, that workers' comp claim was not a fucking joke. Right? You got people out there trying to gaslight me and be like, ha ha, hee hee, let's talk about the workers' comp shit. Motherfucker. Do you know my bike? I'll tell you what I use the workers' comp money for. Because I don't take money seriously. I don't give a fuck. I bought a bicycle with the workers' comp money. I don't see nothing wrong with that because with a bike, you use your legs. You have to exercise. It don't matter how much pain I'm in, I'm going to exercise. So I got a bike, but with my bike and knowledge of my hand being fucked up, and I'm telling you this, you're not going to remember if you ever get a chance to taste old anyway. I don't care. It's fucking old. But my brakes is switched. I had my bike custom set up. Brakes is switched because left hand's a lot more strong, smarter, reactive than the right hand. So in an accident, my brake's on the left side, back brake. So on my bicycle, on my fixed gear bike, it's got a fucking oh shit brake, but it's not an oh shit brake because it's usually disconnected in the front. Like the front tightener is up because it's not meant to stop me completely. Right? That's how you get yourself killed on a fucking fixed gear bike, a front brake, stupidest thing you'll ever have. But I have it because fixed gear fucks your knees up. If I got to, I'll use it. I remember meeting a guy on a fixed gear bike and I seen him with brakes. I said, why? He said, because my knees, like, shit, I'm old. And I was like, whatever. And then I realized very quickly, like, yeah, put that shit on there, old lady. Put that shit on there. Your shit's fucked. But get it. I think there's a lot of people out there who saw like that and they got upset just because I got nice shit and they thought like, oh, she's lying about it. No, I've always had a good job. I've always made good money. I don't have any reason to do fraudulent shit. And so that check, I never had that much money at one time, really. I never come into that much money at any given time. And that was the only way I was ever going to get a bike that nice. So I got exactly what I wanted. I built that bike, custom built that bike, carbon fiber frame. That bike, when I first got it, the frame was $4,500, just the frame. It's not worth that much. It's 20 years old now. But when I got that bike, and it's not even in my apartment, so don't come over here looking for it. It's not here. Um, it is. I think that's what made a lot of Oak Park people angry and wanted to say that I was a fraud or whatever. Bitch, you got enough money, go get yourself a fucking bike. You want to go ride in the Amgen tour or whatever, go get you probably won't, because I thought I was going to do that shit and I didn't because my back. Shit hurts. Right? Same as getting certified for the velodrome. You really have to work out, like not just ride the bike. You actually have to work out every single part of your body in order to ride the bike. And if you have physical restriction, that's the reason I smoke so much weed, bitch. When you smoke weed, you can't feel shit. It goes in one ear, out the other. You're just like, well, I would be in pain, but right now my brain is focused on fucking accomplishing shit. So without smoking weed, I'm feeling it. And I also think I just like the smoke from the weed, like this. I could burn sage all day, and that'll make me as happy as smoking weed did. Burn all those fucking energies out of here. So that's it. That's all. And even with the sage burning, my PPBs are at 183, so I know you guys is fucking with my shit. Right, so let's see if this UV light in the bathroom's on. I'm going to leave the UV light alone for now, because that's all I needed. So I'm almost ready to get ready for this worky thing. It's almost time. I can't believe we were on the live this long. But this is for the motherfuckers that want to watch everything. They want to question everything that I do. They want to call me a fraud. They want to say I stole shit. I did not steal shit. I used to when I was little, before I understood how much shit costed. And that's what I mean by you guys as gang stalkers, informants. You're nothing but, what is it? What do I call them? Grifters. You accepted a deal because it sounded too good to be true. To get anything really special, you need to work hard for it. Nobody's just handing shit out. They're handing you shit because they're trying to get your ass arrested too. Normal link confirmed. So that's the setup. You have not watched this. They had these videos about the confidential informant program where they will have two confidential informants fuck each other's lives up. They'll have the drug dealer confidential informant, and then they'll have the buyer confidential informant. And you might not know, but you think you setting somebody up and they setting your ass up, and that's what Spider-Man is. That's what they're laughing at your ass. Spider-Man. So I don't keep nobody near me. I don't keep anybody near me because y'all Spider-Man. There's way too many people out there. It's way too quick to set you up. Way too quick for $1. Meet somebody who makes good money and does it honestly. Maybe we could be friends. Or homeless people. New World Order. Motherfucking homeless people is going to be the only people you can trust. And they're going to steal from your ass too because they don't got no money. But it's okay because they homeless. I don't care. So that's what it is. That's what it's turning into. That's the world. That's the world as I see it from my perspective. So really, and then what I want to say about this, all karma, bitch. If you're a person who participates in this program and you have money or you come from money, all you're doing is making yourself into a criminal so that then they can discount you at some other point. Like, you might have had a good life, but you participated in this program. They ran your fucking background check and they found some bullshit that you did. And now you got to do the time for doing the crime. And it's funny how I'm still out here, hands open, motherfucking black female. This is how I got to walk everywhere I go. I don't have privacy. I don't expect it. It was never mine in the first place to begin with. Especially if you're young and you're cute. If I show you a picture of me in high school, you're going to be like, it's no wonder they followed that bitch since she was 15. It's no wonder they was waiting to put her in the same position they have been put Allie. The only reason they didn't get me there is because I didn't, the area my mom raised me in, I think. Right? Those are the people who are putting people in that position. But just like a gangster, you don't shit where you sleep, you know? So they waited for me to move out to Hollywood so that they could really do this shit to me. Because they don't want to shit where they sleep. So I hope you sleeping safe tonight, Oak Park Parkiness. That's weird ass shit. And it makes you realize rich people, they're so dirty. Rich people are just poor people with money. Rich people is dirtier than poor people. Poor people understand what it's like to have to keep your environment clean by force. Rich people just pay other people to clean that shit for them. So that's what I'm saying. We could fix New World Order if my Mexicans, my house cleaners, my janitors, anybody whose job that they made it to clean up after them, just fucking quit. Just go work for somebody else. Find somebody who pays you what you need to pay without having you do fucking dirty shit. Quit. And that's how we could fix New World Order. Because if they think they're going to go around making people, poor people, homeless on the street, doing shit, causing problems in their house by giving them mold, roaches, water problems, that type of shit. If all the people who clean their houses quit, they'd be in a worse off situation because they don't know how to clean. You know what that is? That's a bottle of alcohol. For my rich people, just like the guy on here said, borax kills 99% of mold, yet nobody uses it because all these corporations want you to use Tide, Clorox, fucking Palmolive, motherfucking bullshit that's not necessary. They separated the cleaning ingredients into specialty categories, so now you can buy 10 instead of 1. And then you got a cabinet. Now you're a hoarder because you got a cabinet full of motherfucking cleaning solution that you only can use for one special thing: the windows, the stainless steel. You got something special for the floor. Whereas if your ass is poor and all you can afford is one motherfucking cleaning supply, get yourself borax. I wonder, I don't think you could use borax as deodorant. But you don't have to have name brand shit. You could get any generic alcohol because it's the process of making it, not necessarily the motherfucking content of the bottle. It's not a motherfucking proprietary recipe unless they're putting essential oils and shit in it. So you could get any generic motherfucking hydrogen peroxide, any generic fucking alcohol, any generic distilled white vinegar. You don't have to pay extra to fucking clean. So don't use that. If your house is dirty, you cannot use that as an excuse for your shit being dirty. Right? Just like somebody said, I can't afford the nice litter. What do you mean the nice fucking litter? The nice fucking litter is going to kill your cat because silica dust is dangerous. This is serious. You know what's free? It's not free, but you can make it free eventually over time if you invest in a motherfucking wood pulp compressor and made your own motherfucking compressed pellets. So that bag of $7 litter over how much litter, how many animals you got over time. Like if farm living, little house on the prairie shit, you could probably even do it yourself, you know. But little house on the prairie, their cat's gonna shit outside. So why are we paying? When I see people carrying that tidy cat shit, especially in this area, like how do you have that much money? I make good money and I'm not going to spend $40 on no motherfucking cat litter. That's the stupidest thing. Then I want to be able to, the people are like, well, she has a car. I have a car because I don't spend $40 a month on motherfucking cat litter. Stupid. That's the stupidest shit. Because I don't spend $15 on a fucking thing of clinical motherfucking deodorant. That's how I'm able to have shit. Whole time people in Oak Park is like, you're stinky. Whatever, bitch. My shit is, my bills are paid. If you think I'm stinky, you really probably don't know what stinky is. You know, because you're too up in there in the motherfucker. I like Le Labo, so Le Labo, don't take this wrong. Your shit is expensive. And the people that's shopping there is the one who's complaining about people being stinky because they're so used to smelling good shit because that's where they spend their money. But you could get bulk apothecary. Not saying it's as good. I like Le Labo so much, but it's expensive. I just go in there. I'll pay $7 for that little sample before I have enough money to buy a whole bottle of that shit. I want what? Like if I were to get a gift somebody, if somebody were to give me a gift, I would like that shit. But that's not something I could see myself just going out and being like, hey, I'd rather get a pen. Pen has a purpose. It's more useful. I don't care what people think about how I smell. How I smell is personal for me. So if I got a little ooh, right now I can even smell it just off of like memory. The Labo shit smell really good. But, right? And the reason it's high price is because they don't want poor people wearing it. So, I think that's better than getting a designer purse, bitch. If you're gonna give me a designer purse, give me some designer money to put in that shit, because I'm not paying for it. Yep. Like I seen a girl tonight walking the boulevard when I was on my walk, and she came and walked in front of me, LV purse bag girl. I don't know if hers was real. It looked like the L's and the V's didn't look real, but I also don't keep up with that shit too much. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But I also think, well, why does it matter to you? Why don't, like, she would have looked just as nice with a fucking Trader Joe's bag, a canvas bag. But you can't go, if you try to go into a club with a canvas bag, they're gonna look at you funny, like, oh, bitch, you gotta wait outside till 1 o'clock in the morning, right before last call. We're not gonna let you in here with that. So that's the shit. That's funny shit, you know. I want societe, not societe, because societe has money. Go ahead, buy whatever you want. But I want average America to stop feeling like they need to be part of societe. If you don't work for society, I work for societe, and I don't feel the need to be like them. But if you work for societe, and you're not societe, you don't need to keep up with societe. And what I mean by that is, like, you don't need a Range Rover, you don't need a BMW, you don't need any of that shit. Honda Civic, bitch, tried and true, trusty. Why you think it got a high resale value? Honda Civic gonna do you better than a BMW. Maintenance alone. Soon as that shit come off of warranty, boom, you gotta pay for that shit. Go get you a Honda Civic. You could buy 10 Honda Civics over and over again, identical car, whatever. You like it, you don't like it, and you're gonna be happier and better off than having a motherfucking BMW. Right? Put some leather seat covers on your shit. Make yourself feel nice. That's the only difference, right? It might be a little bit, if you don't understand how an engine works and you're not driving a manual transmission, it don't matter if it's a motherfucking BMW or a Honda. And if you got an old Honda with an old body shape with no damage on it, you're gonna get more looks, more friends, more motherfucking, you trying to be social in a car, get you an old fucking Honda that looks nice. I like that, because new BMW is nice. New BMW makes people think you have money. Why do you want people to be attracted to you because of your money? That's stupid. Right? Then you attract a lot of fake friends and fake personalities, because everybody trying to steal money from you. Right. If anything, get you a Subaru. Look at Subaru statistics. You should do some research on cars. Subaru said they got 90%, probably even more now, 90% of all vehicles made in the past like 10 or 12 years are still on the road today. So if you're looking for some shit and you don't want to have to keep paying for shit, buying shit, replacing shit, repairing shit, get you a motherfucking Subaru. It's the same as a Honda. It's just barely different. You know, Toyota and Subaru share technology. So that's why I drive one. I'm on my wish. I want to get that sticker on the back that's like, bitch, this is my 6th motherfucking Subaru. Try me. And it's 6 because I like having new cars, not necessarily 6 because their ass is broke. Right? If it was my 6th one and I was paying for that shit, financed it and owned it, I'd be 100 years old. Right? That's 60 years at least the motherfucking cars. So I don't know how often people replace their car every 10 years. Once you buy a car, how often is it until you get a new car? Like, imagine having to drive around in something that you don't take, like, for people who don't take care of shit well, having to drive around in a 10-year-old ass car. Every time you get in it, you're like, this shit broken. That shit's dirty. That shit's broken. Doesn't that, like, make you feel like getting on the bus? You know, they wash the buses out. So, I don't know. You know, just like philosophies and shit. I personally, I'd rather ride the bus than have mechanical problems. The bus is going to take you door to door for the most part, just about everywhere. You just got to wait a little bit. Bring a book, bring your journal. Some people get motion sickness if they read on the bus though, but whatever. You can't read while you're driving, but you try to use your phone while you're driving is crazy to me. Right? I drive manual transmission. If you see me using my phone, it's because I can handle that shit. I don't need to use my phone. If you see me using my phone, it's probably because there's traffic. Oh my gosh. No, we're not even going to talk about it. I'll save that. I'll save that for later. But because I really dislike technology, and there's a technology I found recently that I'm waiting to find something bad about it. Like, this is not that bad. This really changes things. Maybe it's not so bad to be resistant. I think that's the only time they can't fuck with me, if my car's on the fucking automatic. But why did I get a manual transmission if I'm gonna drive an automatic? You know? So we'll save that. We don't want to jinx that shit. Can't say I caused an accident. Can't say I caused an accident if the motherfucking green light's on, bitch. Surprise, motherfucker. I got your ass. So, everything in the world and the universe happens for a reason. He was really happy to tell me about that, and I was just like, flipping, I guess is the word. I don't know if that's the right word. Is that a SAT? Are we doing SAT words for today? I'm trying to make you smarter. I was like, I blew it off. Like, I don't really care for that because I'm used to motherfucking rolling down windows and shit, manual shit. Right? So every time technology in the car changed, I remember first car I had with the power back windows. Where you could press the button on the front and the back windows in the back will roll all the way down. Just one button to touch. That was the most fucking upgraded car technology I had in a long ass time. That I like the Acura part because it was kind of like BMW where you press the button before you get in the car. The RDX, my favorite car. RDX, before you get in the car, you press the button and you hold it down and all the windows roll down. You could do it on a BMW too. I don't know what other car makers do that, but that's a really handy feature when it's hot out. And I loved it. Or you could roll them up like, oh shit, you forgot to fucking roll your windows up. Key fob, windows roll up. So that shit was nice. On the last car, I think that they were able to hack into my windows and they could control if I could roll the window engine individually. Like, everything's hackable. Isn't that fucking crazy how it's not even connected to the internet? Or is it? Or they put something in there to make it so they could fuck around with me. Either way, it's here nor there. What else? Just technology is fun. Technology is fun, but I'll throw that shit in the trash so quickly. Cause that's why I like old car shows. Motherfucker, this shit from back in the day, it still works and it still looks good. What do I need? I got arms and shit. I could like do like this while I can. Make sure you oiled up that motherfucking window track so you don't gotta fucking struggle. That's it. It's maintenance. That's why this shit's so funny. You guys is over here trying to make it look like I'm negligent on shit or I'm dirty, and I understand everything about maintenance and cleaning. That's a reason I love Mexicans. They also understand everything. Mexicans are like engineers. If you want me to stereotype a motherfucking Mexican, I'm going to tell you they're an engineer or they're cleaner than you. Because Mexicans, just like black people, how they say black people with the N-word rig, the Igor rig. Yeah, that's engineering, bitch. You're mad because you couldn't figure it out. That's why you're mad. You want to make it into a negative name, derogatory name for it. You couldn't figure it out, bitch. And look at that motherfucker. Got a motherfucking tricycle with Suburban seats on the back of it. And his shit's more comfortable than whatever the fuck it is that you're trying to pull people around on the Venice Beach. Don't be mad at him because he's motherfucking smart. Because he built a little box to put the seats from a fucking car. It might have been his car. I don't know. He got the seats from a junkyard, pulled them out the back seat of his car, whatever. But he didn't have to go pay $3,000 for a custom made motherfucking unicycle tricycle. I don't know how much those things are. Maybe even more expensive than that. And his shit's more comfortable because it's a fucking car seat. So just an example of like engineering, ingenuity, entrepreneurship. Don't never let somebody with more money than you shame you, because if somebody has more money than you, they should be bringing you up. They're not concerned with the bullshit you're doing. If anything, they should be a mentor. They're going to look at you and be like, well, here's how I got here, if you want to know. Versus, I'm a gatekeeper and I'm not sharing my secrets because I'm afraid that you're going to do better than me. That's what open source programming is, right? Open source programming versus motherfucking, like, you gotta get our permit, you gotta be on our team, you gotta fucking do all this shit. Open source is like everybody contributes to make it better, instead of we are gatekeepers and that's why those motherfuckers get hacked. You know why? Because they think that their shit's all special. That's society. Instead of trying to keep putting yourself on a pedestal, bring everybody up. You'll still be on your pedestal because you will still get credit for being the creator of that shit. You will still get credit for being the first. You will still get your Soldier Boy fucking credit. First to ever do it. And somebody else improved upon it. Don't be sad because they couldn't have got there if it wasn't for you. You are a stepping stone. Everything should be open source. Right? That's why I have no problem. It's like people trying to steal my IP. Whatever, take it. If you could take an idea I have and make it better, I will buy your shit, you know? The fuck? You know how much money I waste making shit on my own? That's where all my money goes. If somebody's wondering where all my money goes, it goes to fucking research and development and then finding out that shit does not work. When you make something yourself, it's going to cost you 2-3 times more what it costs to just buy that shit in the store. Almost always. So it's like a learning curve to it. That's what the GATE program is. The learning, my time that I waste, my money that I waste on that learning curve is less than what somebody else's is, because I'm going to get to the solution quicker. So I remember the first time I sewed a sewing pattern, from like a cutout sewing pattern for a dress, without any knowledge, without any instruction. I just got what I thought was my dress size. Those sizes on the sewing patterns are sizes that people used to wear back in the motherfucking 1920s or whatever. Dress sizing has not changed, but marketing has changed dress sizes because they want to make people feel fat. They want to make people feel fat. But you know what will make you feel really fat? When you realize like a size 8 in a sewing pattern is actually a size like 12 or 14. A sewing pattern size 8, like how do I explain it? This is for people out there who are trying to get started sewing. I'm going to give you a tip right now, so you don't fuck up your first bolt of fabric and then get completely discouraged. Back when we used to have a Joanne and you could buy a nice bolt of fabric real easy, just walking into it's like a supermarket for fabric, right? Real easy, generic, but still nothing fancy. It's enough for you to get started on your own shit. Then you could go to like the more specialty stores like Mood or downtown LA is one of the best place textile markets. $3 a yard compared to like 10, 15, 20. You could get $15 a yard fabric for $3 a yard if you just go downtown and buy the whole bolt. So that's why you're broke. If you're out here, I was saying you want to buy designer this and that doesn't even fit your fucking body. if you fucking have a sewing machine, be that bitch, you know? Um, there's nothing better than custom fit clothing. You look right in it. Like, big girls got to get their shit tailored, right? That's why I think some larger ladies look better than normal size ladies, because normal size ladies think they can fit into anything and they can't. But a big girl knows my ass way too big for those pants. Can you drop the crotch and fucking squeeze the back so it fits my waist and doesn't show my underwear? And then they look better than you because they have their clothes fit. Don't be mad at big girls. I'm not calling them fat. They're bigger just because that's their size. They eat good. Leave them alone. Fat people are nasty people. That's fat people wear clothes that don't fit. There's big girls and there's fat people. It's a difference. I say most big girls oversized 12, 14, pushing up to 20s or whatever. The ones that get their clothes custom fit or do alterations, you are queens. And don't let nobody body shame you. Right? Don't take micro expressions personally either. That's somebody's own issues with themselves. They're mad because your clothes fit better than theirs. So, because it's a struggle as a big girl, I know. As a little girl, I'm not little, but I'm also not a big girl. It's hard enough to go outside and get dressed simply because of my fibroid even. So I have like a sewing mannequin that I had to custom make a fibroid pouch on it so that my clothes, when I make them, they fit correctly. Isn't that funny? I just had to stuff fabric in and like tape it down so it resembled my fupa. It's not a fupa, it's a fibroid, bitch. That's what the radiologist told me. She said, you're lucky. A lot of girls come in here thinking that they're fat because of their fibroid, and their fibroid's like this big. Yours is like this big. That's why your ass fat. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. I can't believe I talked this whole time. I'll see you later. Tristan, thank you for the tips. Who is it? Not Tristan. NGD Mining. Thank you for the tip about borax. And I pray that you contain yourself enough. You said attacked by the police, and I understand attacked by the police. I also understand how I am. Right. Yours may have been completely unprovoked. I'm out there. I was provoking shit last night. So if they attack me, I'm not a victim. I told them they are the real prisoners. Look at their fucking uniforms. I'm out here in clothes I want to wear. Prison without walls, bitch ass. You the one in the uniform, motherfucker. So, yeah, figure it out. And being in court every month for 9 years, maybe they want you to learn the court and criminal justice system so you could go and start fucking people up. And then I think you're gonna be just fine as long as you know what it is, and you don't do what they don't want you to do. Well, take that with a grain of salt, because on Wednesday I'm doing all the shit they don't want me to do. On Wednesday, all bets are off on Wednesday. On Wednesday, you should not fuck with me. Wednesday could be a normal ass day. Wednesday could be a wild ass day. You never know what you're gonna get. So be ready to have shit be unpredictable on Wednesdays, and then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is just what it is. It is what it is. But Wednesday is my day for fun. My day of watching your micro expressions. And that's it. I'm gonna go take my trash out now because I don't want to be dirty. All right, I'll see you later.